Good Wednesday morning, Worship Wednesday, and I have been worshiping the Lord this morning. Oh my goodness, it is the most beautiful weather out, and it is the moon. Oh wow, they said it was going to be like, I don't know, 16% bigger, like I know what 16% bigger is on a moon, but brighter. And so it just guided me on into work. Those skies were absolutely beautiful, crisp air as I was driving in. It is fallish for real. I was just loving it, and I was thinking about all things God. If you don't believe in God, just open your eyes and drive to work one morning and just say, wow, 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 wow. The goodness of God was all around me as I was driving this time of year. I love the 80s. I am an 80s kind of girl, but this time of year, when it's not cold, I don't like it cold, but I like it right now where it's just a crisp in the air and a twinkles, and I'm seeing people starting to decorate. One of the things I always go to every single year is this Holly Hill Hotel right here on the corner on the way into work, and they're getting all decorated, and I am not a person that puts their decorations up early, okay? I mean, I have this season thing where I feel like I got to go through each season before I do anything, but I'm telling you, y'all are tempting me. Y'all are tempting me, and then Thanksgiving is late this year, so the tree will only be up like 3.5 weeks because it's got to come down Christmas Day or the day after. It's done, okay? So I'm getting antsy. I am getting antsy. I'm thinking, do I go ahead and put it up at least at WAPN, which I might actually do because I want my pastors to be able to enjoy it. And some, only come here and there. And so I was thinking, well, maybe I should just go ahead and put WAPNs up. And then I would have the Christmas spirit and it would be beautiful and we could enjoy it. I don't know. This is just my thoughts early this morning, but I am loving seeing all the Christmas stuff and loving the encouragement of everybody that's talking about helping each other. And it just, I feel like the shift, even though sometimes we get mad at things that are going on, I feel that it brings out the goodness in people. I do. I feel like it brings out the good. And so excited to see what God's plan is. Excited to see different organizations stepping up, different organizations doing things. And just I love living in Florida. I love where we live. I love our community. I love the strength of our community. We all hurt for each other. We all do for each other. We all praise the Lord together. And so just encouraged this morning. Yesterday was quite a day. Thank you for everybody that reached out to me. I don't know. All of a sudden, I was just, when I say crippled by a migraine, I was crippled by a migraine. But God, because of WAPN and because of my schedule and because of the goodness of God, I can actually take a break. And, I've worked very hard to get WAPN where it can run itself. Not literally run itself, but I can come in early, do what I need to do, and then I can volunteer in the community. I can go to an appointment that needs to be done, whatever it is. Well, yesterday it was self-care. So I went home and I actually just went to bed. Yep. In the morning. I said, this is it. I'm going. And Tim realized, this is serious. And so I just went to bed and I got some, I guess, much needed rest and was able to take care of myself and have a yummy dinner and nice hot shower. And I'm just thankful. Thankful. This is my thankful month. And every day I like to say something I'm thankful for. And today I'm thankful for my grandson, Colin. Colin is always, he's very quiet. He's just a big guy. He's like 6'5" and broad shoulders and a protector and a hugger and a gentle giant. I mean, he's just, I come back up to about his armpit. I'm, next to him, I'm like 1.5 feet shorter. I feel like I'm not really, but I feel like it. And he just wraps his arms always around me, or he'll give me this little hug. And, very blessed to have such amazing grandchildren. And God is so good. So today I'm thankful for my grandson, Colin. And God guide and watch him and protect him and, just help him make right decisions and just love on him. And so that's what I'm thankful for for myself. And for WAPN, I'm thankful for Shane. Y'all don't know it, but Shane has been our engineer since he was like 14. So he has kept us going, took care of all my phone calls when it's been crazy, talked to me in girl language when we've had problems, just always constantly doing something for WAPN and making sure that we run right and helping me understand stuff and getting us the best deals and all those things. So shout out to Shane. And Shane has a rock and roll Christian radio station here in town. And so bless him and his ministry and his wife and his children, and just hug on Shane today. So I am into thankfulness. This is something I do every single year. And I think that it's something that can be contagious. I think that we all need to be thankful. And we get so busy with the hustle and bustle of life that we forget to stop and praise the Lord. And that is something that's very important to me. I don't start any day without having an attitude of gratitude. No matter what is going on in my life, there is something that I'm grateful for. And so I try to stand on that. I try to start that day with an attitude of praise. You know, I'm a big advocate on fourth watch prayer. If you don't know what the fourth watch is, that's a time in the middle of the night that God always asked me to pray. And so I'll wake up and God will just put me in prayer mode, and I'll be praying for different people. I do the ABCs of prayer. And then as I'm driving to work every day, that is my time to be praying for the individuals or people I see on the road or businesses as I'm driving by them. And, you know, how many of us actually do that? Why don't you try that? I encourage you today, when you're out and about, just start putting your hand out towards that business and saying, Father, bless them from the front door to the back door and everything in between their business. Bring new customers, bring paying customers that appreciate them, you know, and just start doing that. And it will become a habit. It will become something that every day you do. And, you know, it changes. It just changes your thinking. It changes your prayer life. It just changes. And then the other thing that I love to do is find something I'm grateful for. In the midst of everything, find something you're grateful for. And, you know, I used to tell my friend Edith, who went home to be with the Lord a few years ago, if it's the same 3 go gods a day, then let those same 3 be the same 3 go gods until God gives you another one. And you think, well, how? Because once you start naming it and claiming it, and once you start speaking it, you'll be amazed at what God does. And so those are 2 things that I do every single day. And then I ask God every day, what we're going to do today? And, you know, it's funny because some days I'll hear loud and clear. I mean, loud and clear what we're going to do. And other days it's quiet and I'm wondering, are you listening? Hello, hello. And God will say, hold on. You just hold on and you're going to see what today brings. And, you know, I feel that every single day he does something for me or for WAPN or for my surroundings. You know, a couple weeks ago, I had the engine light come on in my car and I was frustrated. I'm not going to lie to you. I had stuff that had to be done and it just wasn't going to. And I was raised that when that light comes on, until you get it to the shop, it sits. Okay. You can drive it home if you don't live very far, but that's it. Well, that was what happened. And so I called Tim and, you know, I sent him a picture of the light and I said, he goes, well, we'll put the little coder thing on it, find out what's going on. And we did that. And it was not anything life changing, but I did need to, you know, worry about getting it fixed. And so that was what was going to happen. But I don't think it had anything to do with the light. I don't think it had anything to do with anything. I think it had to do with the obedience. Because, see, that's how I was raised. And even though I don't know what the light means, even though I didn't know anything, I had no information except this light looking at me. I knew, stop. Whatever I'm doing, don't be driving it. Don't blow up your engine. You know, just stop and take it home and just chill. Well, there was things, like I said, I had a list and I had things that I wanted to do. And I didn't get to do any of them. And I know at that time I was frustrated and I was stressed. And then God said, I got you. Do you know the light has never come back on? The light has never come back on. The car is fine. I think it was whatever was going to happen to that day. Well, I know that it was. Whatever was going to happen that day, God was protecting me. And he knew He knows I'm stubborn. He knows that he had to do something that would totally give them a reaction. And the reaction was going to be with that light, because that's how I was raised. And so when that light came on, I knew, stop. Don't we all need a check engine light? Don't we all need a sign? Well, once you start getting your prayer life in order, and once you start getting your praise life in order, and once you start totally surrendering to God, whatever it is, you need to surrender it, you'll be amazed. He'll give you check engine lights. He'll show you when you should proceed, and he'll stop you when you need to stop. He'll guide you where you need to be guided, and he'll lead you. And it is the neatest thing when you're totally surrendered. And I'm a giver backer. I am a giver, taker, backer, giver, backer, whatever you want to call it. I have done that with major things in my life. I have given it to God, said I trust God with it, and then I yank it right back until the point where I'm worn down and God says, are you ready to surrender it all? And I feel like that is what he did that day. He protected me and guided me and just kept me safe from who knows what. But I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I needed to stop. What are you doing in your life right now that is out of whack, is just causing you all kinds of drama? Your business isn't succeeding, your marriage is falling apart, your health isn't great, whatever it is. And God's been trying to get your attention, but you keep moving on, you keep changing, you keep doing this. Get the engine stop light on and say, okay, God, what do you need me to know? What do you need to show me? How do you need to guide me? And watch out, because God's got a perfect, exciting plan for you, your business, your health, your finances, whatever it is. When you allow God to lead that day, look out, because he's got something amazing planned. Well, y'all, if you'd like to support WAPN, we are a listener-supported station. We are a 501c3. And so I thought we were going to get a new board. That was not the plan, but that's okay. God's got a plan. And so if you'd like to help with the over and above things that go on here, the maintenance, the tower stuff, music, because Christmas is coming. We turn Christmas in 3 weeks. So I got to work on that. So if you'd like to support WAPN, you can come on by the radio station with your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, thousands, whatever. It's 1508 State Avenue right here in Holly Hill. And you could throw your money in the mail drop. You could come on by, whatever it is. We appreciate it so much. Or you can go on our website, WAPN.net. Give now and partner with WAPN. So however you want to help WAPN, we appreciate it. Maybe you want to start a show on WAPN. I don't know, but I am here willing and able to help you get going. Let's get our favor on and get this day going. When you're in a difficult situation and you don't see your way out, picture your crown of favor through eyes of faith. It will remind you that you have the right to live in victory. VICTORY. I'm going to live in victory. God's got it, and he's got a plan, and I'm excited to see what he's doing. It is Wednesday, Worship Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. There is a gorgeous full moon out there. Go check it out. The weather today, 79 with a low 63. Madison, 81 with a low 48. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to Doris and June and Stephen and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating. Happy. Today is, yes, one of my favorite days, and I was trying to think how I was going to manipulate going and getting this. But it is donut day. Y'all know what that means. Boston cream and ice cold milk. That is where I'm thinking I need to be in a little bit. Well, y'all have a wonderful, great day. I am praying for you as you prayed for me. God bless.